big deal. I got kicked out of kindergartens with tougher playgrounds than this.
Yo Joes, taking a look at a very special missions request today. This one goes out to Clave Jones of Nerds on Earth for his favorite G.I. Joe, 1987's Tunnel Rat. Clave's support and encouragement has meant a lot to me over the years, not just as a member of the Patreon tribe, but as a brother in Christ. I'd sure appreciate it if you'd give his YouTube channel a look and give him some words of encouragement there, or his website over at nerdsonearth.com. Family-friendly discussion on comics, Dungeons & Dragons, and vintage toys. God bless you, Mr. Jones. Hope you enjoy this deep dive into G.I. Joe's EOD, Nikki Lee. Codename, Tunnel Rat. Let's start with the 87 figures file card. Grade is E5, or Sergeant. Primary military specialty is Explosive Ordnance Disposal. Secondary military specialty, Combat Engineer. Birthplace, Brooklyn, New York. Tunnel Rat's family tree is Trinidadian Chinese with branches of Irish, Spanish, and Indian thrown in. He grew up mean on the streets of Brooklyn, got tough on the Ranger course at Fort Benning, and honed his skills in Grenada. He is a qualified expert with all NATO small arms and is familiar with most Warsaw Pact explosive devices. And the quote reads,
Tunnel Rat believes that anything that doesn't kill you makes you stronger. His feeling about crawling into an enemy tunnel with a knife in one hand, a pistol in the other, and a flashlight in his mouth is simple. He can shoot straighter, bite harder, and run faster than anything he's ever encountered in a tunnel, so why worry?
The figure featured brown boots, black pants, black gloves, a green shirt, and a bandana. He had war paint on his face and forearms. He included 5 accessories, a gigantic backpack that included 2 removable flashlights that sat on top. The pegs on these flashlights are a little too thick for a vintage O-ring figure to hold them though, without breaking the thumb. He also came with a bag labeled TNT, and a big black rifle with a scope. It had a bipod molded to the end of it, but can't be swung down. That's one way to prevent losing a bipod. But what many Joe fans love the most about this figure is his likeness. A few original Real American heroes were molded after real-life Hasbro employees at the time, and the godfather of G.I. Joe was honored in 1987 when the G.I. Joe Marvel comic writer Larry Hama was used as the likeness for Tunnel Rat. And for fans of the A-Team, if you've ever wanted to make yourself a custom O-ring Hannibal figure, which looks more show accurate than the one Galoob put out, Tunnel Rat's pants and boots would be a perfect fit. I wonder if those are ostrich skin boots.
Nobody steals my boots.
Tunnel Rat appeared in G.I. Joe the movie in 1987 as one of the new recruit Rawhides, enamoring himself to Beachhead right off the bat by calling him Sweetheart.
Let's look sharp, eh, compadres?
Better, sweetheart?
Don't you call me sweetheart.
He also pays homage to Breaker from the Joe comics by popping his bubblegum.
I think he had a date or something.
Tunnel Rat and Big Lob are put through a dangerous obstacle course, but Tunnel Rat finds an easier way through the course by crawling through a water drain.
Alright.
Using the alternate route all the way to the finish line and further infuriating Beachhead.
Big Lob scores! And the crowd goes bananas! The crowd ain't the only thing that's going bananas.
Later, when Lieutenant Falcon screws up, causing Serpentor to escape and injuring 3 good Joes in the process, Tunnel Rat has very little sympathy for the gold-plated goof-off.
He did the crime, you ought to do the time.
He joins the Rawhides on a Tomahawk to fight the invading forces of Cobra Law at G.I. Joe headquarters.
Okay, guys, prove us Rawhides aren't raw!
And then acts as a diversion for the Dreadnoks during the G.I. Joe's assault on Cobra Law.
Hello. Adios, adios, adios.
And during the final battle, a Cobra Law creature learns that Tunnel Rat doesn't have a problem being in wet, dark, confined spaces, but that doesn't mean he's going to stay there. He reunites with his buddy Big Lob at the end to celebrate the victory. Over in the Marvel comic, Larry Hama got to write the character based on himself starting in issue 59. That is, in addition to the file card for the figure, which Larry wrote as well. He's featured on the cover of issue 59, standing on a slam tank and blasting away at Raptor. He gives Grand Slam some pointers on the G.I. Joe credit card, but it's Tunnel Rat's credit records that Cobra uses to track the Joes down and attack. He appears in the Cobra Civil War arc in issues 74, 75, and 76, where his expertise of navigating through tunnels is featured. And he appears in Special Missions 23, where he faces off against the Iron Grenadiers. Scoop earns the respect of the Joes in this issue by saving Tunnel Rat's life. And the final media that the 87 incarnation appeared in North America was in 1988's Fool's Gold by S.M. Ballard, a Ballantine book. Tunnel Rat joins Hawk to rescue Dr. Flick from Cobra, a scientist who has accidentally discovered a disintegration ray that Cobra plans to use on the world's largest cities. A great looking figure, sure, but for me Tunnel Rat represents the old saying, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. And this Joe has a lot of fight in him, and will find any way or route to win that fight.
Cut the macho, Tunnel Rat!
Thanks again, Clave. I hope I did your favorite Joe justice. God bless you and your family. Excelsior, good brother.